I can only be satisfied when the water bodies are clean. There is no satisfaction in it. The end product is that we have to change the narrative.
Is there a political will?
I think I see some semblance, but the president is facing daunting tasks from within.
Sure.
From within. A lot of people, elements in the NDC, high hierarchy, are the ones fighting against the president. The president sometimes empathize with him.
Sure.
You understand? You could see a person that really wants to achieve much for this country, whose effort. And here, let me also not take out the Lands and Natural Resources Minister. I could see someone who really also wants to fight.
Akufo. He's doing well.
You know what I mean? I pass commentaries on people based on what I've seen.
Sure.
And my own intuition about human beings. Let me deal quickly with what Paul Yando and what's the name, Miracles Aboagye are led to have done. Or in fact, in reality, they went to the various water bodies or treatment plants to go and kneel down. You see, they are still in the days of post-student politics. They are underestimating the anger that got the MPP out of office. I will not take you far. This same Paul Yando, you know, he's a communication director for the MPP in Ashanti.
Yes.
Is that so? Yes,
he is.
Recently, one wood to me was arrested. He went to Yoko, knelt down, said they will not agree. One of the reasons that wood to me was behind bars was the destruction of the environment. So people saw his video and that of Miracles, and they are flared up. They are boiling within. You see, the best thing for them is to first of all shut up whilst we deal with this NDC administration. You see, I said it right from the beginning that if this current administration would want to make the MPP as their yardstick, then Ghana will not develop.
Yes, that's true.
I have also said we must expunge and Akufo those records. It's for a reason. Because if the record, you still remember that record, you will think they want to beat that record, and so any small thing you do better than them, you have done anything. We are in a deep hole. So we would need a government that would set a new standard, a government that would listen to the people, that follow our standards and give us a new benchmark so that successive administrations, your benchmark then becomes their benchmark whilst we forget about what has happened. The turbidity levels of our water bodies are still going up. But you see, it's garbage in and garbage out. And bless, don't deceive yourself. We will die out of this. The country will get to a point, people will die like chicken from the effects of this. Because that is the only way it will be never again. That is the only way. We can't destroy this environment and think that we will still be living all right. No. So the young ones who have been, I don't blame them, they have been taken into the bushes and the forest by the so-called people we call the big men, the honorables and so, to go and destroy it. We will die. Look, Millennium Development Goals, what's the name? Is there Sustainable Development Goals? All that the goals talk about is the protection of the environment. Because the protection of the environment is the basis of your richness or prosperity in all facets of life. If you are healthy, you are rich. If your environment is healthy, you get the right food to eat. And we are killing ourselves. Because some few people think that they need gold to make more money. When they get the money, what do they use it for? You don't even know how they use the money that they have been fighting for. I don't see any good thing that they do out of this money.
You mean the miners on the ground or the Akufo type?
The Akufo type. I'm not interested in the young ones. Like I said, that is why you have the former president go to Galamsey and say that nothing is happening. Yes! And I agree with him that nothing is happening, because if something was happening by now, he will be facing prosecution. If there was something, if the Abano was going over and going, if the Abano was going well, President Akufo must be facing prosecution on two fronts: on Galamsey, and also the fact that he paid David Addo without any formal contract, without approval from the public procurement authority. So if he's expecting you to prosecute him and he's walking about freely chilling everywhere he's there and waving, then obviously what man him going? You understand? So the issue of Galamsey is so dear. We cannot treat it as ordinary issue. My brother made mention of the NIMOS. Once again, I've taken my time to go into what the NIMOS is doing. They have very fine military officers who are not politicians. But the question once again is, would they be allowed to work? Would they be allowed to work? In a society where everybody is a big man is somewhere calling. How do we deal with the issue of Galamsey? Look, the basis of dealing with this problem is to first of all start with that from report. We must round everybody whose name was mentioned in the app immediately. They must be questioned and prosecuted. Unfortunately, nobody must allow for what was it to die before we talk about this. He is alive. He is alive. All the things that he said about Kokubaku, all the things he said about what's the name? The former minister, all the things he said about Protozo, all the things he said about Niteko, all the things that he said about Gani Ochinako, all the things he said about Amefi Central MP, all the things he said about the NDC, also in the Western region, must be investigated thoroughly. What about the Al Jazeera report? Or the Al Jazeera expose that said that President Akufo was doing connection with the list of materials every month.
So they were going to sue. They were going to sue Al Jazeera. It never happened.
Because the man is expecting the country to prosecute him. You are not doing that. This is a menace that, somewhere in 2022, remember, the chairman of the Pentecost Church, the former chairman of the Christian Council, the immediate past president of what? The Assemblies of God, all went to the eastern region of Galamsey site and started still it is going on. So your prayer, people have been voted for into position to act. It's not a prayer. Prayer won't do it.
Prayer with concrete action.
Action. That was not enough. In 2024, September or November, you had the Accra Diocese of the Catholic Church or so go on the prayer demonstration. You remember?
Yeah.
It could not stop it. What it means is that the laws of the land must work. From the movement of change perspective, we would have, if we had a 10-point action to deal with this Galamsey, we were saying we're going to ban it for a year for a reason. That everyone claims it is doing legal mining, particularly the small and artisanal mines. And here, let me say that we are not going to take out the big mining companies as well, because they are also not doing anything better in this country.
At all.
Anglo-Gold Ashanti mining of Obuasi for several years. They destroyed the entire township at the point they left and came back. What has the people of Obuasi gotten from the so-called Anglo-Gold Ashanti? Go to Takwa and this environment. What's the name? Goldfields, Anglo-Gold. What has the people of Takwa gotten from? Go to Precious and dead town. So we can also not be taking out the big man. That's why I say that for the foreigners to come and destroy our lands, it is better that we give it to the locals, the Ghanaians, to be mining in all these big mining companies, because they're also not doing any better. But we were going to start with the small scale and artisanal mining and ban them for a year. Then our strategy was that we were going to gather all the young ones that they have sent into the Galamsey site. We did our research, and these young ones who are into fetching water here and there were being paid 200 cedis a day. So we were going to organize all of them and then engage on reclamation of the land by planting palm and so on and so forth. From there, we were going to recall or revoke all licenses issued in the last 15 years for all of them to come back. We're going to form a new committee comprising of the Minerals Commission, the Forestry Commission, the Gold Board, and so on and so forth, so that we begin to issue lands in consultation and with the consent of the local chiefs. That meant that we're going to go to Parliament and amend Article 257 of our Constitution and to bring on board the chiefs. You can't tell me that the chief is living, have supervised his land for all these years, and then someone in Accra, you just issue a license that they should go and mine there, and he has no say, we were going to do that. So these were our pragmatic policies that we were going to put in place. We were going to revoke the LI 2462 with immediacy, with a sense of urgency.
On 7th January.
That would have been the first that would have gone. You sign into office. What are we doing?
You're going to do my decree.
No, you go to find the if we had the 2 things would have fly.
or you're going to use the Trump style executive order.
You have a way of bypassing some of these things.
Executive order.
So
a mighty pen.
You hear about LI 2462 and you see the faces of Moyano and Miracles. Wouldn't you get angry? These boys, somebody must be advising them that we have gone beyond what Ghana is. It is not these 2x4 campaign messages that we know. You brought in the LI 2462, and you know why that LI came into being? Because of Untumi.
Yeah.
A president that sacrifices the entire country because of the parochial interest of one person. Untumi was in the Nimiri forest, mining. The Minister of Lands there had said that together with the Minerals Commission said that what was doing was an illegality. Because of that, quickly there had to be an ally
to protect him.
To protect, so that whatever he will be doing there is a legality. That's what we're
so we're legalizing the illegality of it.
Yeah. And if you are government and you do this, and this is only some few months ago that you turn around and you are seen by water bodies. Look, in the heat of the campaign, when some of us were calling out these people that what you are doing, you will destroy this country. We had Ayu a free year come to tell us that they were never going to stop Galamsey. You remember that issue? As he's American at all. Was saying that no. It's politics that they are doing. They should stop Galamsey so that and this will win the elections. Can you imagine?
I remember.
We had a lot of who was in parliament say comparing the color of the water. During our time, our color is not too brownish. It was too brownish. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
That's the color matter.
Can you imagine?
He said, oh, you destroyed more. He said,
So we have heard all this, but we moved on. I would go ahead and prescribe to this NDC that, I mean, it is very easy for you to lose the next elections because of Galamsey. And the movement for change as is becoming a political party, we are going to hammer on it. We don't care. You are even fortunate that we have started early so that your ability to deal with this one menace and just your benefit. Is that the case? Yeah. Now everyone is crying that this is the problem. So if you deal with it, would they know and you're politically to your advantage? It is to your advantage. You have more years to go after them. And to do that means if you are not going to go with the state of emergency or the ban as we suggested, and as the president said that he has a lot of tools within his ambit to deal with it, then he must invest heavily in the NIMOS. So far, the investment to the NIMOS is nothing to write home about. So only recently they were giving 5 pickups. 5 pickups cannot fight.
No, not 5, 25.
25 really?
Yes, please.
Oh, then I got him out.
And 5 million Ghana cedis.
Yes, then that, because you see, 25 then is sizable.
Is it the one from the gold board?
The gold board was 5?
No, 25. Please check.
No, it's 5.
Good board, 5.
No, 5 were on display.
No, but I had 5.
No, but what we heard was 5.
No, you had, yes.
The that was what you were told officially.
Never mind.
Alright, so 5 for now, later I'll cross check your
5, we did the
5 in public display.
Display. But that was what was stated.
But that was what we were.
You can't get my friend. You cannot come and just talk this one.
It was 5.
And you can only state what you have been told.
Yes,
25.
So the point is that the NIMOS can help the president achieve what he wants to achieve.
But you can also do mathematical gymnastics.
Yes.
You can mention 25 minus 20.
Minus 20.
Yes.
Yes. Let more resources go there. Let us name and shame. If it is coming from within our party, you see, there is a reason why everybody has a name. If PDA is in the NDC and PDA is not.
Don't use me. Don't use me.
Oh, right, you are the one here.
No, but use somebody else. Use him.
He's not.
No, you are naming people in bad ways.
No, I'm not going to name it, but if PDA is in the NDC, and PDA is not known to be a Galamsey, it will not be proper for me to say that NDC people are doing Galamsey. There is a reason why everyone has a name in there. Are you with me?
Yeah.
So that we go after them and name them. If you are a party and you distance yourself from such people, you will win the public sympathy. That you mean business. Because you cannot have all saints in a political party. But if you people are going to condone, look sheepishly once people within your ranks as what they call a big man. How big are they? If you are a big man and your bigness is to go and destroy the environment, then you are books. You are not a big man. You are as useless as anybody. That the school that you attended or the education, be it formal or informal, you were given, has come to a knot. That is the only way we can. So 9 months, there has to be a huge investment in there, and we will pray that the soldiers will not back out. The soldiers will not listen to the politicians who are greedy. The soldiers will remain resolute, unperturbed, unwavering, unshaken, and then go after those criminals in the bush. And the Attorney General, together with the Yoko, you have that blueprint called Professor Fimpo's what is report. Go into it, get everybody rounded up, and let's prosecute them, and Ghana will be free.
Very well said, Solomon Owusu.